we do need audio in case they want to. I know we're both gorgeous.
I mean, people come here because they just want the eye candy.
I know. You perverts, just here for our looks.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too, but I'm just saying. Oh, God.
I mean, can't you just love us for our minds? Also, please like and subscribe.
Well, they have to like and subscribe to what, Daniel?
The Rubber Duck Syndicate Podcast.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, how you doing? Folks, I want to start off by saying Daniel doesn't listen.
What have I done or not done?
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, oh.
Hey, did you order some of those sneakers I told you about? Because they're...
No.
No? Yeah.
Is the promotion over?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Folks...
So when he says Daniel doesn't listen, it means Daniel does not, obey implied orders to get shoes.
But also tell him about your current shoes, Daniel. Oh my God.
Fucking impressive, isn't it? Didn't know I could do that. Neither did I. Yeah. So my current shoes are a gift from O, who apparently has the exact same size feet and better fashion sense than me. So I've gotten more comments on how good my shoes look from this random pair of shoes that O gave me than I have on any other article of clothing I've ever owned.
And recently I bought some shoes from, not a sponsor yet, from Puma. Puma had a really good deal on some shoes. They were either anywhere from 30 to 70% off. So I bought me a few pair of shoes, even though I don't need more. But it's the gay in me that just keeps buying shoes that I will not wear. So,
whereas I only buy shoes when my other shoes wear out.
Yeah, so I seriously, I know it's not compared to some, whatever, you take it how it is, because I have maybe about 10 to 12 pairs of shoes.
And you want me to buy some? Why don't you just give me some of your extras?
Oh, you want me to give you some extras?
Maybe I'll buy some from you.
Fuck off, man.
Seriously, you're apparently running a side hustle shoe business. I got shoes I'm never going to wear. I'm just going to stockpile and hope the value goes up.
You really want to be an asshole about this right now?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, keep being an asshole. Look under your table. Mm-hmm.
I'm at a loss.
No, look that way.
Still nothing. Oh, over here. Hidden. So apparently O is building this whole conversation out to point out that he's a good person and is either going to stockpile these until they rise in value and he can take over the world, or he has gotten these as a gift for me and is being extraordinarily smug about it.
The latter.
Check it out, y'all. I got me some green Pumas. Thank you, O.
You're welcome. You bought some on the sale, but no, you just have to get all your fashion sense from me, don't you?
I mean, other than the beard, which you seem to be pretty independent on.
Well, I take it as I enjoy the fact that I have the ability to grow a beard. There are some folks out there that can't, and I'm sorry. It's ladies. Some guys out there, I know you can't. But also, don't do the spray-on beard thing, please.
That's a thing?
All right.
I remember, there was the Ron Popeil, hair spray-on hair product in the 90s. But I thought that had disappeared with the rest of the Ronco empire.
Most of that did, but then there were some black folks out there who are doing the, you may have seen videos of it. They go get their haircut, they get a lineup, but also their hairline is receding. It happens. It happens to the best of us, folks. But they are not ready to give up their youth yet. So what they end up doing is the barber will like do this like spray on kind of paint. So it looks like their hairline is like maybe like an inch or inch 2 inches closer down. So it looks like they have a hairline, but everything else is shaped up great.
And meanwhile, the barber will stamp his logo in it.
But sadly, I guess some guys were like, "Hey, that's not enough. I want a beard too." So they'll take whatever existing kind of beard that they have and spray that on as well.
All right. Here's my message to the black community. If you are using this technology and you are not getting the Mr. Terrific T face mask, you are doing it wrong.
But there are also people out there that are getting essentially leftover hair, gluing onto their face, and then like cutting it down and making it look like it's their own beard.
Oh, that just reminds me of an awful, awful thing that I remember from the. It was one of the earlier viral things that went around, like before we had all the viral stuff today. This was like early 2000s. Mm-hmm. It was like some Swedish or Danish or some European white dudes got together and they were taking this guy out for his bachelor party.
Yeah.
And so they took him out, and the guy was they roused him out of bed, they dragged him out onto a boat, and they glued this fake pirate beard on him, and they went out marauding on the lake all day.
Okay.
But then, right after they glued the beard on him, they all took off their robe to just show that they had freshly shaved all of their pubes, and that's what they had glued to his face. Which is horrible, but also a little funny as long as it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah, those are the worst kind of friends. Like, there would have been at least how many people there are that would have been that many murderers.
It's like, there are 3 of you that are not coming back from this boat trip.
Well, not coming back with all your limbs. Yeah. So I'm going to just take limbs after limbs because you put pubic hair on my face, and not in the good way.
The good way.
There's only one good way, like getting pubic hair on your face, and that's also like getting it stuck in your teeth. So it's just a.
And now I have to say it. What do you call a smiling Roman with pubic hair between his teeth?
What do you call a smiling Roman with pubic hair in his teeth?
Gladiator. I'll go to my room now.
Oh, that is horrible. Yeah. But it's also very clever.
Yeah. There are certain jokes that, they are just objectively not funny, but they're so dumb that they somehow manage to back their way into funny again.
Yeah, they're like, so that kind of goes into the territory of like dad jokes.
Yes. That would be a bad dad joke since it's got sex jokes in it. And,
yeah, well, you can tell you're
overlapping
teenager.
Dad jokes and sex jokes is like iffy area.
No, it's pretty much a no. Dad jokes are supposed to be corny, but also witty. But also make you kind of cringe a little bit because, like, you should see it coming from a mile away, but then it hits you. You're like,
Like, hey, did you hear the one about the cannibal who passed his uncle in the woods?
No. I'm waiting on you, man. I already know.
See, the point is when you realize that is the punchline.
No, I knew it from the second, but I was waiting on.
Well, see, now this joke looks terrible, man. You've ruined the whole joke.
Ha ha! You look bad. You look bad for that.
Hoisted on my own petard.
You looked bad on that, and also on the shoes. Now I just need a third one and be complete.
Let's do slavery again.
I'm going to make a clip out of that. just you just saying, let's do slavery again. Over and over and over in a loop.
Dude, if my face starts showing up on fucking Ice t-shirt, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, I thought you were going to say iced tea. I was like, well, iced tea would be cool. It'd be like you and iced tea. Be like, bring slavery back.
I can't even, I don't even have that is so far into wrong and weird that I don't even have a response to that. I was going to say something about Coco, but no, I got nothing.
Yeah, you can't say anything bad about Coco.
Yeah.
No, they've been together for shit.
Like 30-something years, right? Or maybe longer than that.
No, a little bit more well,
I thought it was since at least the 90s.
I don't
Or
think so.
maybe,
I think he started. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he started dating her like.
Ice-T, Mr. T. No, wait, that's not
No,
right.
that's different tea. Don't get your teas confused or your ices confused because there's Ice
Ice
Cube,
Cube.
Ice Tea,
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice. There's Ice Spice also.
There is a great sketch to be had here, but we'd have to get so many celebrities on board with it. It would be virtually impossible to pull off.
Hey, Ice Tea, Ice Cube, Mr. T, Vanilla Ice, Ice Spice, Iceman from.
From the X-Men?
Sure, Iceman from the X-Men, also from Top Gun.
Oh, that's Val Kilmer. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us.
Well, we get just a digital output of him. It'll be okay.
No, this is what AI was made for, folks.
Yes, it's just to get all of them together so we can do one just very bad joke. But I'm pretty sure since we have already talked about it, it's already existed out there because someone else has come up with it.
Someone who is funnier than we are.
Not really, because they were probably spitballing for days and then came up with it. And they were like, oh, all these people, put them all together in a AI thing. And we just kind of came up with that right now within minutes.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Nothing. I'm not saying anything. We don't say anything on here. And we have microphones.
Yes. Oh, we have one of our first YouTube comments is someone, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they're taking a shot at us saying mics should be more expensive, which, I mean, as far as subtle shots, I mean, it's not bad.
That's not bad. It's very light.
But like, what you don't understand is, like, microphone or not, like, if we are within earshot of one another, this conversation is happening, and we inflict this locally on everyone.
Yes, and some people enjoy it. They enjoy.
Some people even join in.
Yeah, and they're like, "What?" And we're like, "Yeah," and we'll have the conversation, and they'll be part of it. And they're like, "I never talked about this." I was like, "No one else has except for us right now because we don't talk out of boredom. We just kind of talk out of, I would say, curiosity." Because I'm more curious about different things in life and aspects than questioning it. And, well, it kind of questions it. But
What's it like to be black and gay?
it is very difficult, actually.
You seem to be doing all right with it, though.
I'm okay with it. But, there are others that are struggling with it because either the black aspect or the gay aspect, it can be difficult. But there are some people that are out there just shining and, doing their thing. I'm over here just existing. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, existing is particularly exhausting for some of us.
It is, and there's some people out there who essentially and they have not met me at all, don't know my existence, but truly, truly hate me enough to, cause harm to me. Not me personally, but to others. They're like, I don't like them. Insert, whatever right here. And I'm doing nothing to hurt you. Like, me existing right here, I'm not doing anything to harm anyone. But
Well, I think like most like homophobic, like, angry responses like that. I mean, or like angry responses to anything like unusual or other comes from like fear, and this is like the pop psychology breakdown, which of course I ain't no doctor, so but the fear I feel like it comes from like oh, I hate that guy, that gay guy, because I'm worried I might have sex with him. I mean,
or more the fact of like they get scared of, and I always find it funny. Most of the time, like people that are very homophobic, are very religious. I don't know why it ties them together, but they have a fear of gay men or lesbians or whatever that you want to qualify yourself as. They have a fear of that we will treat them in a way that they treat the opposite sex. So if there's a very straight man and like he catcalls women or harasses them or does whatever, he thinks he's like doing it in a kind way. Be like, oh hey baby,
He thinks that is the appropriate natural way of things.
yeah. So if a gay man were to do that to him, he will feel offended or feel violated. Be like, yeah, like we don't do that. But if someone treated him like the way that they treat the opposite sex, they'd be like, yeah, you don't like that, so why are you doing this? But then also like with people that are very homophobic, they kind of are you familiar with the Kinsey scale?
Is that the shades of gray thing?
It's
Like
kind of
the like sexuality scale. Yeah.
there's like it's an old thing now because like sexuality is a spectrum now, so like it's more of a full wheel.
It's a rainbow.
But like before it was just like really it's like like it was like on a scale from like 1 to 7 or something like that. 1 being very, very heterosexual, nothing else excites you aside from the opposite sex, to like a 7, which is like, oh, I'm very gay, very flamboyant. I'm only attracted to.
It was numerical.
Like I think it was. I don't think it maybe it was colors of gray.
But like numerically, even if it's not numerical, I love the idea of a numerical scale. So you could get down to thousandths of or you get precision down to 5 decimal places. Like, I am a 3.90111. And it's like that means that I'm attracted to Man, I ran out of steam on that joke so quick.
You kind of did. Like I was.
If I had had a really specific reference ready to go with, that would have been a perfect joke. And apparently, I suck at improv.
You're a little rusty. It's okay.
It's true. I've been doing just the musical improv for so long. Apparently, I've forgotten how to make just dick and fart jokes, which is the bread and butter of all real improv.
Don't tell the people that. People. Please. Yes, if you go to an improv show, there will be jokes or references to essentially buttholes, balls, boobs, vaginas, anything like that.
Parts and things that come out of parts.
Yes, but like essentially for like really good improv, like we can move beyond that, but we also realize we're kind of catering to the crowd a little bit of what their suggestions are.
Sometimes the crowd just wants butt jokes.
Yeah, sometimes they were like, because here I'm gonna pose a question to you, like a suggestion.
You're setting me up for another viral video, aren't you?
No, okay. This is one that like you probably experienced it too, where we're like, hey, what's something that's in your nightstand?
Oh, yeah. A dildo!
Apparently, so many men have dildos in their dresser just at the ready. And these are straight men. So, what is that telling me? I'm like, oh, you have a dildo at the ready?
Be prepared! You don't think Jeremy Irons was going to answer that question, did you?
So
I feel like that gave a little bit of class to our conversation.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Like we needed that. But yes, there are so many people that just have dildos in their nightstands or their dressers just at the ready.
I don't think I even have a nightstand.
Well,
I got a lot of crap on the floor next to my bed.
Well, just put all that crap into
there's like a pile of books that is as tall as a nightstand. I put my phone on that.
There you go. That's your nightstand at this point. But improv is a little bit more than that. But we'll get back onto the Kinsey scale. So 1 being very hetero, 7 being very gay, whatever. But it's like, say, it's a spectrum of like where you kind of are. And like some men, they were like, oh yeah, I'm definitely 1. I'm totally hetero. Be like, Okay, but you hate gay people for whatever reason. But I'm also thinking that they're probably, well, instead of just a one, maybe they're actually like a two or three, but they just don't want to, be upfront about that.
Well, there's the scale, like the Kinsey scale, which is, I guess, like what people genuinely are, like what the way their subconscious,
Yeah.
preferences, what they actually are into,
Yes.
which can be affected by. I don't know. Like I'm assuming it's not just something that is encoded genetically at birth, but I mean, there's probably millions of discrete tiny factors that can influence something like that.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to pretend like I know what they are. But then there's your perception of what you're supposed to be and what you think of yourself as, and that is almost exclusively a function of how you are raised.
Yes.
So, like you said, there's a lot of overlap between the homophobic community and the strictly religious community.
Yep.
Because there's not a lot of popular religions right now that have much in the way of instruction manual for the gay population.
Yeah, because a lot of people that are, I guess like Christians or in that category, are still reading a book that is over, 5,000 years old. Nothing new added to it. Well, new stuff has been added to it, just for the fact of like the Bible has been rewritten like 15 times.
So it was I forget who did it, but there was a stand-up comedian that had just one line about
David Cross.
Yeah, David Cross. So how it was compiled from oral accounts, like decades after the events happened.
Yes.
And then it was written down, and then it was like edited, and then it was translated and compiled, and translated and compiled, and translated and edited and changed, and yeah.
And then lost for like a century, and
Yeah.
then found, and then so there's been a lot of communication for like the Bible, or any religious like book out there. So what there's like the Bible, the Quran, the Quran.
Well, the Quran is relatively recent. I think Islam is like it's less than 1,000 years old. I think. But
Okay.
if I'm getting this detail wrong, please do not take
Where-
that
where-
as any sort of offense. It's just me not remembering details. But
Yeah,
I believe
we'll,
it is.
We'll say that.
It is the youngest of the major religions. I'm pretty confident of that.
What about Mormonism though?
Well, Mormonism is more like it is basically a flavor of Christianity.
Okay. All right, I gotcha.
It is. I think it's like someone has added on a text after the events of the New Testament.
Okay, so it could be some new stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, we are in no way, shitting on religions. Whatever you want to do, you can be out there doing that. We don't care as long as you're washing your hands and not being a dick. That's the important thing. But if you are, if you are being a dick and not washing your hands, but you're like, oh, I'm this, you're still being a dick. Don't put religion behind it to, say that like you can do this and be a dick at the same time. It doesn't correlate. That's my feelings on it though. Just if you want to be a kind person, you can be a kind person. You don't need a religion to be a kind person, to do stuff that is right and just and help out your fellow person. That's in my eyes. So you could just, the more you know.
This man just gave me shoes, folks.
Brand new shoes. What? Ooh.
And you notice I thanked him. There was no higher power brought into the equation. Thank you, O.
You're welcome. All right. I want to go back to something that we talked about a couple days ago. So it's not really a debate. It was really more of a discussion of who the GOAT is. Now,
I believe we settled on, just generally speaking, Dolly Parton.
essentially, we were having a discussion of who's the GOAT is. We were saying
The GOAT being greatest of all time for those following along at home who are not hip to the kids' lingo.
Yes. But we had a discussion of Dolly Parton. It's hard for me to say. I don't know. Words stumble out of my mouth. And also,
Actually, you got that one right.
yeah, thank you. And Betty White. Rest in peace. But we're having a discussion because both of them are fantastic people. They were just overall liked by everyone. If there was anyone that actually had anything bad to say about them, you're wrong. Man, like, I can't think of anything that, you know, either Dolly or Betty did that would be frowned upon.
Oh, well, it depends on who's doing the frowning. Like Betty White famously had her show. She had her own. I guess it was a talk show or a late night show. It was, but she only had like 1 or 2 seasons of it because she got canceled because she wanted to bring on a black guest, and she was like literally the first person to ever do that. I think I don't want to say that. No, but she went ahead and did it, even though the producers and the executives from the network told her they didn't want her. She did it anyway, and she lost her show because of it. But she was objectively doing the right thing.
Yeah, because like she wasn't doing it to be like, oh, I'm gonna be in your face to get a black person on here. No, she was interested in this person. Like I forget who the guest was.
I don't remember that either. It's probably a detail that one of us should know.
Hey, ducklings, look that up. Type in the, type that in the comments.
Leave us a comment when you're taking shots at us for not having the right mics or what was it? What was it?
It was.
So we're just wasting mics, is what.
We're wasting mics and people's energy, but we're not.
So like whoever that was, they're not wrong.
No.
We agree. But thanks for watching.
Yeah. Hey, you took the time out of your day to write a comment to us that we responded back to it.
And we are really genuinely excited about it.
Yay.
We have, engagement with our following.
Yes.
This is great. It's like we're real podcasters and everything.
Yeah. But getting back to it, so yeah, she had a black guest on her. She wasn't doing it just out of spite. She was like, hey, I'm generally interested in this person and what they do or like what message they have. And like say, I think she got blackballed for like a little while, like from like doing any shows or any, like, so she was just she had to work her way back up again.
Which she did.
Yes, she did.
Which is pretty badass.
Yes. But we were having this discussion, talking about it, and
I know where we're going with this.
Yes. And we were talking about Dollywood. And we were saying that, like, it would have been great for Betty White to have her own place.
Like a theme park.
Yes.
But what would we call it?
It would have been called Whiteland. And we were having this discussion with a couple of our friends. And it just got progressively worse or better over time.
It's extra funny because like we are making all of these hypothetical ideas about a Betty White theme park out of true love for Betty White.
Yes.
But just the fact that her name is White leads itself to so many wonderfully inappropriate jokes. It just gets funnier as we go.
Yes. Because we were coming up with different ideas, and we'll go back and forth about it. So, like, obviously you can go to Whiteland, which is Betty White's place of amusement. But if you want to get, a little bit faster access, a little bit more perks, you can get the White Pass.
Yeah, it gives you special privileges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, you get the White privilege.
Yeah, it allows you to even race through the lines.
Yes.
So you could say that it's a race card. Yeah, this is not nearly as highbrow and funny as it was the other night.
We were bouncing off two other people, though.
Yeah. And laughing at ourselves.
Yes, because I think Brendan came up with the first one of saying, like, Whiteland. I'm not sure who came up with the White Pass. I think Kenny was talking about the white race part.
Yeah, which Yeah, for those of you tuning into the podcast halfway through, oh God, go back to the beginning, please. Woo! We are going to get this. Like, we are probably going to get a content warning from some platform for this.
Well, we shouldn't.
We shouldn't, but we are probably going to because of the automated filtering systems and the fact that we have said some, words.
Yeah, well, I guess we should do a little lowercase Betty and then White and say
Lowercase Betty sounds like a cool name for a band.
It could be forced upon us Betty Riots.
Yes, but that is an improv story that we don't need to share.
No, we won't. That is in the dark past, so we'll leave it there. But we were just coming up with so many different things for White Land, aside from the White Pass, White Race. The best part.
They would have their own energy generation there. It'd be all solar powered. You would even be able to tour the... I'm not going to say it.
No, don't. We'll let you...
That will absolutely get us...
Yeah, we'll let you determine that of this energy source in the park. But...
Miss Betty White, we're sorry.
We're sorry, but this is also... she would also laugh at this, too.
I hope so. I choose to believe that.
Yeah. But I think the one thing that came up that was the funniest to me was the blackout dates.
Forgot about that.
So there are sometimes there are blackouts at this amusement park, and the people that have the privilege are so mad that there's blackout dates. Them damn blackout dates. I can't stand them blackout dates.
Sounds like this is going to be in the same geographical location as Dollywood.
It could be. It could be competing amusement parks. Ooh, or they work together.
There is a non-zero chance that Dolly Parton would fund a Betty White themed amusement park.
She has the money too, but they could have if Betty White were alive and she wanted to make her own amusement park, she probably could have put it in the same city as Dollywood.
Which I think is Sevierville, Tennessee. Or Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge, which is adjacent to...
Yes. But they could have had it where they have, season passes where they work together. You buy one pass here, you go to the other one and go back and forth. Because, both of them would have been great like that. They would have worked out together. I would think that they would probably have been best of friends. That's what I'm thinking. What are you looking at?
I'm watching the mic lines go up because one of your neighbors is apparently testing some new speaker system, and we are getting some really deep bass lines in here.
Oh no, that's just one stove. I'm sorry.
We must feed this man.
Oh no, I had 4 cookies earlier. It's still in the kitchen.
What kind of cookies? Don't hold out on us.
They are chocolate chip with salted. No, salted caramel.
Caramel chocolate chip.
Yes.
And you didn't offer me one? Oh, well, you gave me shoes.
Yeah, I gave you shoes. You fucking just keep taking everything.
But dude, cookies. See us for cookie. And that's good enough for me.
Yes. Damn it, now I'm just thinking about Avenue Q.
Internet is for porn.
Well, what about for this and this? And they're like, oh yeah, after we get done with all that stuff, it's for porn.
Yep.
I think Avenue Q did come to Charlotte at some point.
It was years ago though. I'm not sure they have a touring company right now because that show, because of all the puppets and just all of the set work, that one is particularly tricky to travel with.
Oh really?
I would assume so because you have to have the sets designed around the puppets and it has to fit the space in the theater and you have to have room for the actors holding the puppets.
Gotcha.
So I mean, it would be something that if you had a solid space that you could stay in, you could customize it and make it work amazingly, which is what they did with the initial run, I guess. Mm-hmm. But if you're traveling and you have to fit all of those mechanisms into different spaces on the road, that would take some really creative problem solving for the set crew.
I guess so. Yeah, I thought it would have been much easier, but they're like, oh, we have, you know, 20, like, array of 20 puppets that we need. We could throw them all in this one crate and just go. But then you also have to say you have to build a stage that,
And also, puppets are pretty fragile.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're fabric based mechanisms. So I mean, they're designed to be operated like waving them around and moving the mouth and the hands.
Yes.
Stuffing them into crates and they are custom designed things that fall apart pretty easily if you mishandle them.
Oh, I thought it would have been, well, not so much that they're like extra durable or something like that. But you're like, oh, yeah, we've all seen different Muppets and things like that, and just kind of see them like, oh, they're made out of the felt and fabric, and you're like, oh, they could just,
There's some foam rubber in there.
yeah, foam rubber, which I was assuming that will deteriorate after time.
Yeah, but the Muppets and the Jim Henson Workshop, they probably have a virtual assembly line for recreating Muppets that have been damaged or degraded.
Yeah. Well, they do, but they also, I know that they have a museum somewhere. I forget where.
That would be cool.
But they do display some of the specialty Muppets that they made for different TV shows and movies. So there was one, famously Gonzo. His eyes like kind of wide open, but the eyes actually lit up. Like, so typically,
That sounds terrifying. Freaking Gonzo with glowing eyes.
Yeah, it was kind of scary to look at. Like, we're like, oh yeah, it's from, like, I guess like it was Muppets in Space or whichever Muppet it was. Like, he got electrocuted, and apparently his eyes would now glow for a period of time. So
Like you do.
yeah. Because, again, that's what happens to everyone if we get electrocuted.
It happened to me the last time I got electrocuted.
Oh, goodness. But he got
Which was not a weird sex thing, by the way.
No one brought that up. You did. Was it a weird sex thing?
I don't think it was weird. I mean, no, it was not a... I've never been electrocuted, Al.
Okay.
At least if I did, it must have been really good because I don't remember it.
Well, maybe because you got electrocuted and you pass out and don't remember it. That's why you have that scar right here. They took your kidney. Or your spleen. Whatever they take in the black market. I don't know.
I don't know if I could get much from my organs in the black market. They're probably not in great shape.
You don't know. They have to go in there to find out.
1-800-ME-FOR-SALE.
I'm pretty sure there might be a number to somewhere. And I
feel like that was a joke from... So maybe that was one of the gags on the install CD for the You Don't Know Jack games. One of the early ones.
Yeah.
I feel like Me for Sale was one of their audio jokes.
Is it Me for Sale or Meat for Sale?
It was me.
Okay.
It was about like medical testing.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. But, people are still doing that where they're offering up their bodies for, medical experiments and getting paid for it. So,
Sometimes just for the thrill of being touched.
Yeah. You're
Lonely. Mr. Lonely.
Ladies, please touch him in all the appropriate places because he's gonna be wearing the shoes he has now, but are these nice Pumas?
Yeah. Now, are these shoes? Are these good enough for a date?
It could be. Like there are some people.
Yeah, like I just imagine the entire appropriately aged female population has just been waiting for me to get the right footwear.
They might, because there are. Everyone has questionable taste in different people, so there are.
That's what I'm counting on.
But there are some women out there that, and I'm not dogging women, but sometimes they pick out very bad dudes, and then they get mad that they picked out bad dudes and complain about it. But I'm like, you knew this guy was bad before. Like everything was a red flag, from the start. but they still, chose him, or some men.
Ignoring red flags is romantic.
Yes, or their flip side, men ignoring the red flags on women, and then complain about it later on. I'm like, yeah, your friends or your family kind of warned you about it, but we've all kind of been in that situation where you might be dating someone or seeing someone. You don't see the red flags because you're with them, and then you're like, your friends or family be like, hey, this person's bad, and you're like, oh, I love them, or this, and then you're like, oh, that came back and bit me in the ass. Oh shit, why did I see that? Why didn't you tell me? Be like, we did, but you chose not to listen. But we're not gonna keep blaming people. Like, if you did it once, shame on you.
Also, sometimes friends can be wrong.
Sometimes, yeah.
So, there's no good answer here, folks.
There's no good answer. So make all your bad decisions on your own. And,
if you keep ending up with the wrong partner, it's probably you, but it might just be the fact that, we live in a world full of awful people.
Yeah. We just might live in a world where people are just fucking awful. This is sad and depressing. I don't like it.
But we're not, and neither are you, dear viewer.
No.
Because you have the great taste and foresight to watch our podcast, which we are now wrapping up because... Jesus. That was scary. Bye, everyone.
They're like, oh, you got your... Okay, that's cute.
That's usually. Let me know when it launches. I'll like and subscribe. By the way, like and subscribe, folks.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to say that.
Yeah, like,
Feels
subscribe.
dirty.
Like, subscribe, hit buttons, hit bells, do dinglings and things
Remember us.
Remember me.